your favorite mom and daughter trio back at it again with another episode of Tongues Twisted with Thelma. Today we have
Britt Simone,
Kayla G,
and Thelma. Are you ready to get twisted?
Let's do it.
Pretty good. And what was this we're drinking?
yeah, we're drinking a little Brittany special.
Way.
Okay, you guys. Today we're gonna do a Valentine's Day special. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day. We will do relationships through 3 different generations. Her side, my side, and her side. So we're gonna start off with an icebreaker. Who's most likely to? Y'all ready?
Okay, yeah, we ready.
We're ready.
Okay. Who's most likely to give the best dating advice?
I say mom.
Mm-hmm. What you say?
I think so.
Okay.
Who do you think?
I'm going
Me.
along.
Who's
Who's most likely to cry during a romance movie? Shay.
Shay.
For sure.
Who's most likely to go on a blind date? Shay.
Shay.
No, I would say neither of us. No.
No, I think you were going
If
to
we
blind
had to
date.
choose
We had
out
to
of all
choose
of us,
because-
it'd be
No,
you.
I don't think so. But okay.
Okay, good one. I got one coming. Who's most likely to ghost someone after one date?
Me.
Shay.
Shay.
Of course.
Who's most likely to plan the most romantic Valentine's Day? Me.
No,
No.
me.
Me.
I say
I'm very
me.
creative, remember?
But you don't.
It's me.
Who's most likely to win an argument in a relationship?
Brittany.
Me.
Brittany.
I think I got
You
it.
don't know when to stop. You don't know how to
I'm
be quiet.
going.
Brittany, you
The
go
landlord
low.
has to be mine.
You go low.
I'm going low, of course. Who's most likely to keep every letter that they've received?
Me.
Shay. Who's most likely to fall for someone based on their personality alone?
Me.
Shay.
Yeah, Shay.
I'm a lover girl. I can't help it.
Who's most likely to say "I love you" first in a relationship?
Shay.
This is true. This is true.
Who's most likely to break up with someone over something small?
Brittany.
I would say myself.
I think both of you. I would say both of you.
Okay, y'all, that was a little icebreaker. Now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Okay. The main topic. Okay. So, Mom, what was the most creative way people have ever asked you out when you were younger?
Okay, just pull up like, hey, you want to get something to eat? Okay, because back then, you know, there was no relationship, but you know.
Where was it?
So wait, before
There
we
we
go
go,
there,
like-
what is back then? Can you tell me like a time of back then?
Let's
for
say
you?
back like 80s, 90s, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not
80s,
the
90s.
70s, I was born in the 70s.
All right. 80s,
Yeah,
90s.
80s, 90s,
Okay.
yeah. Because everybody was pretty much like friends, hang out, buddies, you know. But there was no
There
such
wasn't
thing
no
as
social
no,
media and stuff
no,
like that.
no,
Right.
none of that. Yeah.
Okay. A question for myself, since I am the youngest. And the question is what's the most cringeworthy dating trend right now? That's a hard one. Y'all help me out here. I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's like the reality, like everybody want to be like everybody, like everybody's
Yeah,
relationship
everybody, yeah.
goals. So it's
Okay.
okay. Relationships.
Yeah.
I would piggyback off of that and say, obviously, social media. Social media has a big influence on today's relationships, and
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's like they idolize what a relationship should
Should be versus what.
And
the reality of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
But then too, like they idolize these people, but you don't know what
What's
go
going on
on.
behind
You know.
closed doors.
Yep.
They're looking at the public side of it
They're looking at the
versus
perfect picture that someone is painting.
versus what's
Yeah.
really going on the
Mhm.
inside.
Okay, for Brittany, if we had to combine old school romance with modern dating, what would it look like?
Old school, modern. I think it'll be more so instead of him pulling up, talking about, hey, you want to get back Doritos, it'll be more planned out, more thought put into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more like technology, social media. I can't paint it out.
Just
Yeah.
get different ideas from social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. So, Mom, what was dating like when you were younger? How did people meet, and what was considered romantic at that time?
At that time, it was like everybody was so just like friends. You know, there was no per se just dating because everybody was always hanging out together. You know, we buddies, friends, and then you know you just being with that one person, friendship, love, and you just hang around that one person. It just start to progress into something else, and it just goes from there.
So did y'all like formally ask each other out, like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend or do you want to be my boyfriend? Back then, I would think that it was more so like that because nowadays people just
more so like the 60s and 70s type thing.
Because back then we wouldn't like, you want to be my girlfriend? Like, hey, you want to let's go. What was it? Let's go get some fish. Let's go get something to eat, and it just go from there, you know.
And it just y'all automatically
just
locked in.
Yeah, because you know it's something that became that we start doing every like on the weekend as a trend. So it just like we were always together. So it just formed into something else.
Brittany, so for you, okay, what was your era of dating? Like, give me a time frame for you.
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong era for one. So
okay, we can both agree to that.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think it was a dating. Like it was just like how Mama said, like, hey, you want to do X, Y, and Z? You hang out a couple times and shoot you mind.
Because at
so
that
what
time,
time was that? Like, was that like the 2000s, like 2010?
Yeah, like 2010s and all.
Okay.
because back then in my time, you know, the hangout spot was like around the lake, the city lake, Tuskegee Lake. And we would just, you know, they would just hang out, you know, just have a good time, you know.
That was everybody's thing.
Baby, I need to sip on that one. I need to sip on that one.
You know, it just one thing led to another, you know.
I don't know, I just think we didn't see dating from our parents or, you know, the older heads above us, so it was just like, dating just wasn't a thing. But now, social media is a big thing, so dating is a thing. Like,
Because it
people
plays a big
date
part
now.
in dating.
Versus how when I was coming up, like, we didn't really date. Like, it was just like, you my boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever.
So for me, I don't know why I had this image in my head of what love was like in your days, but the way I pictured it was like, hey, somebody that's so genuine, they do this grand gesture, not like how social media paints it out today, where it's a whole bunch of flowers, where it's like a whole bunch of flowers, a bed made, but I'm thinking like, somebody like that you've been friends with for forever, like y'all known each other from like high school, growing up as kids, then y'all start to, you know, hey, do you want to be my girl? That's what I thought it was.
I will say,
Yeah.
based off what Mama was saying and based off from what I've seen and experienced, it do be like you grew up with somebody, y'all friends, and then it turned into something else. But I don't think it was just like this grand thing. Like, it just, you know,
like
what's something good ain't got to be explained.
Let's say, like my husband, we start out high school, you know, in hair shows and things of that nature. He would come to the hair show, him and my cousin. And by me being his best friend was my cousin. And my cousin, his grandmother was my auntie, so I was always there on the weekend. So of course I would always see my husband, well, my friend at that point in time, but he's my husband now. So you know, it's like the more we start hanging around each other, it's just like we built that bond, and then eventually we ended up together.
Okay, well, off of that, so I can say, based on what you're talking about, how you and Dad have been high school sweethearts, Brittany, do you feel like that relationship, what Mom and Dad have, do you think it molded you in any kind of way when it came to you having a relationship?
I always tell your point, I feel like we reliving Mama and Dad because if you think about it, a lot of stuff we do is like, we got a trailer down here. That was them. We got the apartment, the filter Aiden. That was them. Like everything that they're doing is like we did reliving.
You're reliving everything that we've done.
I think,
but what we've done, it was a good thing, you know.
Yeah. I just think like seeing them made me see what I wanted out of life. I'm a girl for free. You just don't think that.
I definitely think and know that. I think when it comes to seeing their relationship growing up as a child, it kind of painted a picture for me of something that's not real anymore in this day and age.
Yeah.
For me.
I can see it.
So for me, I'm looking at these people have been married since I don't even remember them not being married. They got married in 2002, which was the year after I was born.
We were together since 1989.
Yes, they were high school sweethearts.
You know.
I thought that that's what I would have gotten for my life, and right now I'm married to
The
God.
math
baby.
ain't math.
Like,
no.
I thought that it was gonna be like that for me. And it's not, and I'm not gonna say that I'm the problem. I think that it's the generation today.
Yeah.
We have social media
it's hard to-
influencing
yeah, and
everything.
It's hard to trust people because you know you think you're in this grand relationship, and baby, you get these pictures on social
I
media.
think
like,
I told you this before. Like, I couldn't be single in this day and age.
Mhm.
Like, it's
because
just,
you know no one's faithful.
I'll probably be single the rest of my life. These people are. They
It's
do
hard to
too
find a
much.
faithful person to be in a relationship with because you know some of them are down lows and some of them are they just want to
They
living off of you.
Yeah, and then they live a different life.
Lifestyle.
Like, they be lying for real, for real.
And
And
that
that's
trust is
the
hard to trust
reality
anyone.
that I'm living now. Is don't see
And when you
anyone
have
like
trust
y'all.
issues, beginning in a relationship, it's just a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of your relationship should be the best part of your relationship. Those are the learning days.
Clock. Say, hey, when we start.
I mean,
I'm
they're
just
always
playing.
gonna be. It's not gonna always be perfect. There are gonna be some ups and downs, but the good always outweighs
Yeah.
bad. But it's
Just how
learning
you
each
keep
other
up,
as you
yeah,
grow.
How you
Mhm.
pick up and keep
Mhm.
pushing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question I have is for me, and it is, we kind of just touched on it, and it's how does modern dating work in your world, in my world? Apps, texting, and sliding into DMs, what's the biggest challenge? As we just stated, it is very hard. Dating in my age, obviously, I'm very young. I was born in 2001, so that means dating is now for me. It's very hard because, like they just said, social media has an influence on everyone. No man now that I have seen is faithful, truthful. Like, only thing they want is one thing, and nobody is down for longevity. No one is trying to get married anymore. Nobody's trying to build with someone. No one is trying to go through the hard stages anymore with a person. That's the hardest part. When it comes to DMs, I don't do all of that, but that's what people do nowadays. They think that you're gonna heart out my stuff on Instagram and I'm supposed to follow. No, baby, that ain't for me.
But just to say, all men are not bad men. There are some good men out there,
Yes.
but it's hard to find them. You just have to wait on them.
I think for Shay, I think like how I say I was born in the wrong era. I think that's not your problem, but I think that's just what it is. Like,
Right.
you too advanced for this era.
Yeah.
And like I said,
She
that's
has
where
an old soul.
mom
Yeah.
and
An
dad
old
come
soul.
into play.
Yeah.
We seen this,
Mhm.
and that's what we thought that we were gonna have, but that's not the case in today's society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody's not relationship material, beginning out. So, yeah.
Nowadays, for my generation, anybody that's 23 or in that age range, they're not looking for that.
But you gotta think 23 is so young. But for you,
You're more mature for your
Yeah.
age. And
23
like I said, you
ain't
have an
young.
old soul.
like you as a person,
Yeah.
as a 23-year-old, you don't seem young to me. But me thinking back to being 23, that's young. Like,
Yeah.
you still trying to live life for real. But
You
you know,
haven't
you
lived,
on a
you know.
different path.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, I gotta go to work. I'm thinking about the future things. I'm not thinking about playing around and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do thank my mom and dad for showing me what real love is, and also my sister and her loving husband.
clock
I'm seeing,
But your time
love.
is coming. Just wait.
Of course. Oh, I'm not
will
rushing
put
it.
people in your
Yeah,
path.
I'm not rushing
Yeah.
it.
Definitely don't
Don't
rush
rush
it.
it.
Just when it happens.
You will know when you're ready. You will know when it's your time.
Of
'Cause
course.
God will put people there for you. You know,
But
if
you
He's
know,
not
that
gonna let you miss
question
out on your
said-
blessing.
You ghost somebody after the first date.
If it ain't what God wants for me, I'm not about to stay there and play around, baby. No, ma'am. What we doing? Okay, for Brittany, where do we find middle ground between tradition and technology?
You gotta cut back on technology. Like, technology shouldn't be your everything.
And technology
So,
will wreck you
I
sometimes.
was just about to say, I will say, I've seen cases where Facebook ruined relationships,
Mhm.
Instagram,
Yeah.
all this stuff. You gotta know what you say, Mom, when to hold and when to fold.
Yeah, know when
You
to
got
hold.
to know.
Mm-mm.
Just, don't do it in excess. don't let social media consume your
Yeah.
life.
And don't run to
oversteps into
social
your
media
yeah.
thinking, hey, I can look at social media and base my relationship off of what I see people
Or
doing.
even don't take your problems like
To
you
social
into
media.
with your dude. Now you want to get on Facebook and bash them.
Yeah.
And knowing the child gonna be right back together
Don't
tomorrow.
let your left hand know what your right hand doing.
Let them know that. Let them know. Okay, so I have a question for all of us.
Mhm.
What were the most important qualities you look for in a partner? Brittany, you first.
Loyalty,
Mhm.
stability,
Yep.
princess treatment on it. That's it.
And love on me.
I mean money, of course, because nothing in
Financial,
America is free.
Yeah.
Like
Something you can build with someone.
yeah, when I say money, I'm not saying I'm a gold digger. I'm just saying you can't come into nothing with nothing.
Nothing.
Zero
You
from
just
zero
gotta
leaves zero.
Work at things together. You gotta want to have things together. You gotta want to have something in life. So therefore, you gotta
I would
work
say-
at this stuff
Yeah,
together.
mindset too. You gotta have a
you
good
gotta have a
mindset.
great mindset.
For me,
You can't go in there one minded, simple minded.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he got me. It can't be that way.
Baby, you better have
We're in this
yourself.
together. We are one. This is something we have to do together. We plan on progressing in life. We gotta work this thing out. We gotta 50-50 or 25-10, how you want to call it. But nah, anyway.
wait a minute. The math is not math then.
No, I'm just saying, being silly. But anyway, yeah, it's something that you want to work. You have to work it together.
I think for me, the first thing I'm looking for in a partner is God.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel like if we have him first, everything else gonna fall into place.
Amen.
That's the first thing I'm looking for.
Which one you're right.
Okay, my next question. How has the definition of a healthy relationship changed over the years?
Because everybody think that being toxic is cute, and that's a healthy relationship.
That
if
is
you
so
fighting
not
with
true.
your spouse, like
Indeed.
social media has
And then you
turned
take it
healthy
to
into
social media.
something totally different. Like I feel like a healthy relationship should be, we can talk about it and get through it.
And
Or even if you need to go sleep in the next room for a day.
And try not to go to
Don't
bed
pass
mad
24
because
hours, but
that causes problems.
I don't know. I think
as well.
social media just didn't tarnished everything.
And it's put a strain on a lot of relationships.
I agree. I think, a healthy relationship is, I just think that people need to realize that in a relationship, nothing is going to be perfect. And you have to go into it thinking like, if we're going to get into an argument or we're going to have disagreements, we need to both be on the mindset of, hey, we're going to work through it. It ain't the first thing you want to do is leave or call your friend and put your friend in it, call your folks. Y'all need to work through that together. That's what I think a healthy relationship is.
Keep your people out of your relationship.
They're not supposed to get hurt.
Yeah, and because we could be into it, and I'm running telling my sister this, and then they come back and do something to him, and then you all mad at each other, and then hey, we're back together. So keep your family out of your relationship.
Yeah,
Whatever y'all got going on, work through it within the home.
just keep
what goes on in your home stays in your home.
I think you gotta be, if you're really for a person, you gotta be willing to fight it out. Like you can't just be so
Definitely.
easy to give up.
Yeah,
Cause it ain't nothing in life perfect.
nothing.
Okay. Does society's view of marriage and commitment differ between generations?
Like from me, marriage was a thing. Like people wanted to get married, and now
Wanted to
people want to
stay
be
there.
in these poly relationships. That ain't God. That ain't marriage. So
People want to be side pieces and all this other stuff.
You
But
want to take the wife
society
spot.
has normalized all of this stuff.
Yes.
And that's crazy. That's crazy work.
It's tarnishing the young people's mind. Thinking that's
Then you gotta think about the upcoming generation. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be no marriages for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's sad because I do
the
want
one want to be the man. And
All right, okay.
No, I'm sorry, like being controlling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, these next couple of questions are going to be for them too because they are married. I'm not. Okay. What's the silliest thing you and your spouse have ever argued about? Brittany first.
Enjoy.
Can you please give me a little brief synopsis or something?
So I used to have a drawer in my room with snacks. And I used to put snacks in the kitchen. And you know what? He'll sit there and eat all the snacks him and ate it, and he'll go in there and get my almond joy. It need to be the last one in there, and he'll take it. And I just feel like it's so crazy why you take my candy. Like, why?
Okay, Mom. You and Dad.
Messing with my heat.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Turning on my heater. Oh no.
Backstory for that. If it's 65 in here, she's okay with that. My dad,
Prepare to freeze when you come in.
yes, you better have on your garment of the Lord when you come in this house, baby.
Don't touch my
She don't
unit.
play that. My daddy
Yeah.
love to see me come home because she'll every now and then when I come here, she'll turn up a notch or two.
Yeah.
My daddy love to see me come.
Yeah, I see him. He be in the bed like this. Up on the cup.
Right.
And I be sweating.
All up her back.
Right.
Trying to get some body heat.
Oh.
No, don't turn on my heat.
Okay. How do you resolve disagreements with humor?
With you.
I just
Shoot,
do something. I would do something
like,
silly to just.
or just say something like crazy. I think
want
that's
some-
how you get over a lot of our
you
stuff.
want some of these
We
skins?
laugh it out.
You want
Right,
to share,
you laugh it
you want
off.
to share these snacks with me? I know you want some snacks. You know you're hungry.
I can tell y'all one time, you were funny. It probably wasn't funny with him. But no, they played
I was
that
just thinking. I was just
Right, with a
thinking.
neck bone?
Yeah.
Lord.
Not
He
that
picked
man.
that neck bone up and ate it. I was so mad, but it was funny because he picked it up and ate
And
it.
they didn't stop him.
Okay. What's one tip that kept your relationship strong, Mom, first?
Keep your family out your bed. Keep people out of your relationship. Period. You know, whatever you got going on, deal with it in private. You know, just keep your family out of your business. You won't have those problems because you know people take things and twist it and run with it. But just keep, you know, work on it yourself. Keep your family out your business. That's all I can say.
Okay, Brittany, you.
Outweighing the good in the bad. Like, if it's, you know, all good times, then why you gonna leave?
And stop being a runner.
I ain't never been no runner,
Every
baby.
time you have an issue, don't just up and go. Work it out. You know, if it's worth saving, work it out.
I think communication too, though.
That
You
plays a
gotta be
big
able
part.
to like talk it out, not argue, but talk it out.
Okay, those are good tips. I like that. What's one thing you've learned about marriage that surprised you? Mom first.
I really can't think of anything right
Okay,
now. off the top of
Brittany,
my
you
head.
first.
Marriage ain't hard.
No,
It's not hard at all. People think it's so like, how can I put it? People think marriage is just so
People
much
think
work.
once you get married, your life is over.
Yeah, that too.
But you know,
But I think
there's
marriage
a lot
is
of compromise, a lot of things.
I think once you find your person and you married to that person, marriage is easy and it's like a walk in the park.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I have one last question and I'm gonna hand it back to Brittany. So, knowing me, knowing the type of person I am, what advice would y'all give me as far as navigating relationships in today's age?
Stop
You're gonna have to find
being
somebody
controlling.
a little bit older than you, baby.
Yeah.
You said what, Mom?
No, stop being controlling. It's either your way or the highway, you know.
No, ma'am.
I hope you ain't like that in a relationship.
Brittany? No, I'm not. I don't know why she even said
You
that.
like that with your mom and your dad?
Yeah, they my mom and my dad. I'm like that with you too. Like, what?
You can't.
Mom, in a relationship, I've never been controlling. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes, you have.
No, I have not.
Oh, let's not count the ways. But yeah.
But Brittany, what did you say? You said I
I
gotta find
was on
somebody.
a phone call when you tell
Mom.
yourself.
I just think you have to find someone that's a little bit older
Yeah.
than you.
What's a little bit older?
I mean, I cannot give you that number.
Just someone older than you, because you know.
Because I say that because your mindset is so
Much
much
older
more mature
than you.
and then you know boys, men, they mature slower than women
Right.
anyway. So you gotta factor that in too. Like you're not finna find a 23-year-old young man that's thinking about buying a house,
Right.
thinking about his career,
No.
thinking about
Buy more property.
yeah,
You know.
investment or thinking for the
mhm.
long run. You're not gonna find it in a 23-year-old.
No.
Right. Okay, back to Brittany.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna play this game called Pick One.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say the sentence and
Okay.
they're going to pick one.
All right.
And y'all can give us a little, if y'all want to, an explanation on why y'all chose it.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is old school handwritten letter or flirty or emojis.
I want a handwritten letter.
Yeah. I love a hat. I would love to have a hat.
She tongue twisted, baby.
I would love that. Because baby, you throw it me, I would love to have a handwritten letter.
Send me some emojis I'm not about to read on.
No.
That's what makes it interesting.
Right,
and fun
like,
and
oh my
lovely.
God, my
You
heart
know,
would
it
melt.
just, it puts that smile on your face.
When I get my mail out the mailbox, I open it up and skim through it and throw it in the tray. I ain't finna read nothing.
I like that.
But it brings joy to you.
Right, like,
No,
oh my
I
God, you
don't
took
like
your
that.
time out of
Yeah.
your day to write it. Oh my
You took
God.
your time out to take me these emojis. Ain't that
Okay.
romantic nights or cozy nights in?
Cozy nights in.
Yeah, cozy nights in.
Matching couple outfits or matching tattoos?
Outfit?
Because I'm not putting that stuff on.
Right, I have no tattoos, baby. Don't plan on getting it.
I don't like those, but no, baby.
Okay, this one for you, Miss Girl. I'm just playing. Cooking dinner together or ordering takeout on date night?
Cooking dinner together.
That would be lovely, but you know, man, you know that man ain't gonna come here and cook that. Now he will come cook some chicken as a local.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking on the phone for hours or texting all day?
Texting
Come
all
on,
day.
no, call
Baby,
me. I want to hear your
got
voice.
something I got to do. I can sit in that
Right.
text and I can keep
No,
doing what I'm
I'm
doing.
not gonna
No.
sit on the phone all day.
No, I got better things to do.
Okay, this is a good one. A romantic partner who surprises you often or one who's super consistent?
Consistency.
Super consistent.
Say it one more time.
Because baby, don't surprise me often. I need it all the time.
Okay, the last one. Double dates or one-on-one time?
One-on-one.
One-on-one.
I mean,
Girl,
no,
why we always double date? Every time
No,
we
we
sit at your
don't.
table, Ian takes out the 4-pack. Girl.
That's our family night.
Right?
Girl.
Wait, no.
Nah,
One-on-one, baby.
One-on-one. Give me my time.
Right.
I'm not sharing my time with nobody.
All right. Oh, I'm with you.
One-on-one, me and my husband.
And them
One-on-one.
brains.
No,
Girl, bye. Okay, y'all, that wraps up this episode, but I want to do something special. Y'all had no idea about this.
What is this?
I want to give y'all a Valentine's Day gift.
Oh.
What is it?
So I'm going to have her husband come in and introduce himself to you guys.
Okay.
Give me one.
Ooh,
Happy
thank
Valentine's
you.
Day.
Okay, cute.
Cute.
Okay, and that concludes today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Tongue Twisted with Thelma.
Slow this shit down, bro.